Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV stream. We're going to get move on this again. If this is your first time seeing Final Fantasy XIV, please go back and watch previous videos. Don't start off right here. It will ruin some of the story for you. Alright, so my goal today, for tonight, for the rest, because I've already streamed once today, is to finish patch 3.3 questline. It's only like 6 quests long, but there's a dungeon and a trial in there. So that probably still take a while. So let's get moving and see if we can actually get done with the both the dungeon and the trial tonight. For the trial, they'll probably require a queue, so be prepared for a queue. Let's get moving. Strange. Okay, shows that Vix has said something in my previous stream, but I never saw it pop up when I was streaming. Give me just a moment. I am pulling up my current stream. Want to be able to see my chat. There we go. I don't think it's too smart to be talking about this in front of everybody at the pub. But that is their choice.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Oh no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
I'm pretty sure stripping the armor off his body, that'd probably save him. I mean, the eyeballs are attached to the armor that's been corrupted.
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion, that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
A different kind of rage.
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul.
I found you at last! A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Anawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
It's the same as always. We just gotta beat the shit out of it until a cutscene happens.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over.
Yeah, there's a whole, like, 4 quests left.
And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
To kill that which is already dead. I mean, we're fighting a primal at this point, not Nidhogg. Out another spot. I don't care for how this item looks. And I actually like that item. I really gotta start glamoring some stuff. Nothing's wearing that, so. I'm unsure what all these item boxes actually give, like what items. I don't know if it's just the armor, or if the weapons are involved. If there's rings involved. Looking for where it says if it's sellable or not, because if that's sellable, I'd like to put it on the market. Let's empty one more spot. That should be good enough. Alright. Now let's open up this one. See what we get. Armor. Then let's open up this one. Probably armor again. Yep. Now interesting looking. My item level jumped by quite a bit by equipping that. Alright. Time to talk to Sir Emmerich. Hey, welcome to the stream.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That sure would change how people feel about the dragons.
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
She should be coming with me. Sir Emmerich should be staying behind. She is strong, and he is wounded. Seems a bit silly to have him come with me. Or they should both come with me, and they should leave somebody else in charge. Like the Count. The best way to win over Bracevogel, or whatever his name is, would be to point out that his daughter was almost killed by Nighthog. That's definitely going to be the easiest way to win him over. Beyond everything else. They love filling up your bags with, like, random stuff. Let's give you a food item, and every single quest is going to be a different food item to fill up your bag. Come on. I got 4 slots. You're doing it again. At least those stack. Ooh. Let me teleport there. Yeah. I think soon is the dungeon. I think we're getting close to it already. Sir Emmerich, hair in the wind. Staring off in the distance blankly. Uh-oh. Which one is he? Ooh. Hmm. I want to say it's Moghan. I can't believe I got his name right. Yeah, okay, so I was right. So Moglin is the king. Moghan is the, like, prime minister, basically. And that was definitely not the king, because he was too small. Wait, what's... What's going on here? I think that's where I'm heading right there. So we picked up a new dungeon. I have to do that at some point. Soma I Hard. I don't actually remember that dungeon. I'm sure I've done it. But it looks like you go down Soma I backwards. So where the end of Soma I is where you start for Soma I Hard. Cleaning it up is what he calls it, so maybe monsters have invaded from where you killed all of Nidhogg's children. And his wife. Did I go up too high? I did. It's not a good way to start the conversation.
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people. You foresaw mine intent.
Lis ech niteg casmon ikini. Lis nuan jas an es in. Salen monanesh. Undai in. Stapo iani niteg. Shinhes iso. Al nofa is in an. Set osk kom initeg kin an. Nosk degan en.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope? I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back?
Is no. Kaisia in. Holes extier falsu. Nesk an in eskbar. Snarha us hesner. Ikin en eran.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Snusk iletlai. Nalosk asisa. Egmon kin una en.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the Warrior of Light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Segmon infim, sescantis ekmon, kill our ud.
Oop, his daddy's showing up.
Sloskna, dyrkin illes, kolhes nar inish, draor in. Daniteg, Garjas, Nosk in an, Slisva Holkas, Kain in na.
Oh.
Wan nadran in ale is am, un am wan in, un am on kilga. Al in on ulwoka. Smahes in am. Sway in Ratatoska this die an. Slosk kin. Skor ich les imo.
Somebody else showed up while I was in the middle of that cutscene. Should I just go as my Dark Knight? I mean, it's a dungeon, I can tank it. What happens if I tank it? Some random Lancer shows up. You know what? I'm just gonna tank it. Let's go. Pop some food. Throw my tanking stance on, zoom all the way out, and let's go. Okay, now we've got a tree.
Away with you!
should be about to the first boss, I think. Wonder if it's that Moth boss? I'm trying to remember what... I think it's a giant dragon is the last boss, but I don't remember what's like the first two bosses. Usually there's 3 bosses, right? Ah. Moglin is trying to stop us. Did not notice that there was like 2 summons going on there. Or 2 respawn circle things. What item levels and stuff? 215. Getting 526% XP right now from these bosses, and it's only 100,000 for that first boss. That's really, really low. I'm getting a large percentage increase, but I wonder if I had real players, if we could have killed more than 1 egg. I blinked and that thing was dead.
underestimate me.
I noticed the attack this time and stunned the enemy. I'm out of MP. I think I recall doing this, something about the size and getting knocked back or something during this boss fight that's coming up right now.
Underestimate me.
The key here is you can't be standing next to one of those lightning fields. I remember that boss being a lot harder. The key is just really not standing on the middle when he does that one attack, and then making sure you run to the other end when the little dot shows up with the ripple. about at the end right now.
With you.
I want to say this is the last enemy before the final boss of this dungeon.
Away with you.
Maybe we'll have to find out. So you can look at the wing and tell which side it's attacking.
I have my pride. Away with with you. To the House of Leveilleur!
Probably a good time to limit break. I remember this fight having a lot more jumping. It must have just removed that from the fight, I guess. I swear you used to have to jump from platform to platform. It was interesting. People would die a lot. I mean, the platforms would be destroyed after a certain number of hits. I believe that chest plate to actually be an upgrade right there.
Ong an kin I nesnesh. Ong in alewa ren in an. Ud idraholu.
I wonder if that line right there changes because I am an Azure Dragoon from doing the Dragoon quest line. I wonder if that line would be different if I hadn't done it.
S. Cis en Sleaze like K1. Oh, da. Tan in unsisnat. Swor as finan. Stiskar ikin. El en in an. Sedgar initek. Taishi S.I. Isa.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hraesvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
It would seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike.
Yeah, probably now.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
An end to the song. We must be away. Let's go. Using words I don't know.
I must return to my city without delay.
I'm gonna ride the strongest dragon who's still living into battle.
Remember your training! We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns. Ugh. We must hold!
fury. That one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Watan and by in. Still walking. Nal u inda. Ale ikinfa and kohes do in. Undo kai omon ikin in kastaga stajas skol hes som. Orsk mik in eskja in wan I he dolun hikin hern esh. Sroskwan inna. His inga liskol an nusgar akin sus ul war.
Lord Emmerich blocking the rubble for the for the paladin. Well, that's not good. I should have done this as my Dragoon.
Ja, Wa'il and Stra and In. Alle in Kom adles In. Dis alf I an In. Sal jas
I would lose my XP boost right there. Yeah, thought so. Let's see if I can do it. I'm not waiting for other people to help me do this one. Maybe. Maybe I could pull it off on my own. wish I remember which one of these guys had different abilities. I know they do different things. That one makes me weaker. One of them instantly kills me, I think, and I hope it was the guy I went after first. Let's go. Almost there. I think I've got this. I think it. There we go. The only way to save Estinian is to strip him. I'm guessing I can't change my class right now.
Estinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
This is not your hand, worm!
Thou wilt obey.
All we have to do is get his gauntlet off. And he'll...
I would ask one last favor of you, Warrior of Light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! Waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty!
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
That spike is really close to his eyeball.
Soul's cry, a passion welling within. Sacrifice, a finally to her king.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her world to
Don't throw them in the same direction. those eyeballs didn't explode or anything, so they still exist down there.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
And take off that corrupted
Allow
armor.
me to do this much, at least.
Alemon initectram, fall in.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Ustra udin instra rel. An hesnesh. One in nest igman. Keifta.
I guess I absorbed his eye completely.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well. Even as Hraesvelga did.
Sorry, I skipped the last line. By the grace of the gods. That's what he said. He was talking so slow. Oh, wait, I leveled up? So I actually got XP for that, didn't I? Did I? I don't see any XP. No, I was already leveled up. I forgot. I used Chloe's book earlier today, before the stream. Alright, let's see where we are. Alright, so there are 2 quests left for this patch. Yeah, this way. What is... I've not noticed this right here. Is this new? I swear that's new. It's much faster to make it here that way, though. Alright, let's talk to the Count.
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
Yeah, I really don't think that the eyes of Nidhogg really could have fused to his armor, had his armor not been corrupted. You learn during the Dragoon questline that the armor absorbs dragon blood. So his armor absorbed Nidhogg's dragon blood and turned crimson. Went from being a blue color to being a crimson color. And I believe that's what allowed the eyes to easily fuse with the armor because it had already absorbed the same dragon's blood. So Nidhogg's blood was absorbed, turned red. He even said it himself, I need to get out of this armor. It's corrupted, but I'm too busy right now. We'll do that after we defeat Nidhogg, defeat Nidhogg, get an eye, defeat... I guess he got Rustberger's eye, gave it back to that dragon. Then we defeated Thoradin in the Circle Knights round. And then we took their eye, which was Nidhogg's actual second eye. So it was like our third eye. We had one, but it was really Nidhogg's second. And once he picked that up, it fused with his gauntlet, and the other one fused with his shoulder. And I believe that if his armor hadn't already been corrupted, that it might not have been able to fuse with his armor. It might have changed everything. If we had just made him switch out his armor first. That, or if we picked up the eye instead of him, since we can control the eye too. I don't have enough. Alright, give me a second. We gotta empty our bags a little bit. Wait a minute. What if I can do this? I'm sure some, right? I just need one slot. One slot. That's all I need. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. I don't think any of that's gonna get. Nope. Bad luck. What if I just, I don't know, drink some hot chocolate? That seems to fix the situation. We're going. Let's do it. Why is it crying like a little baby over there?
Estinian.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Yes.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. or dead.
Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. 'Tis an honor to share the mantle of Azure Dragoon with one such as you.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words.
I think it was the, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever of not eating any food and being on the run and having something possess him and him constantly fighting back. I think all of that combined kind of maybe caused him to be a little bit fatigued. It's probably like the same thing as working a 12-hour shift, right?
I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age. Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Wow. If you were looking really closely, left side of Reisvagar, he was missing a wing. You know, from where in the cutscene where he had it removed, he had 4 wings in the back and 5 wings in the front. don't think you can shut a freshly written ink page like that. I think it has to be left open for an extended period of time to let it dry. What's this? That's a alliance raid right there, level 61. I'll probably be doing that one, streaming it. It's a lot of cutscenes though. Here's the end of 3.3. Cool. Now you can airship from the main cities here, I think. So the Warriors of Darkness know the location of the Dragon's Eyes. Okay, that was the end of 3.3 Revenge of the Horde. So we still have 3.4, 3.5, and then 3.56 left. And then we'll be in Stormblood. And that is, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 19 main quests left, and then we'll be in the next expansion. We also have 2 dungeons left. We have I thought there was a trial. I don't see it on this list, though. That's weird. I swear there was a trial, like, literally at the end of the post Heavensward. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Alright. Well, that will be all for tonight. It is now 1 a.m. We only have 19 quests left. I'm really hoping to finish 3.4 tomorrow. And then next weekend we can finish 3.5 and 3.56. Yeah, that's my plan anyways. Alright, well, I'm going to call it quits there for tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys show up for the next one. Keep on following along on these quests. I am doing them in order. And I hope you're enjoying the storyline. Also, as you can see, other than astrologian, all of my classes are 60 now, which is, where we're at in the story. And some of them, like Paladin up here, Scholar / Summoner. I am working on getting them to 80 first. I did get Reaper this week to 80, because 70 to 80 for Reaper was very, very easy. Since 70 to 80 is only 10 levels. But, to be honest, if you're like, I think it's 62 or something, I should probably just do everyone to 62. And then once we get into Stormblood, we get to that first dungeon, boom, they're all 65 instantly. But I don't know. The one thing also to point out is I have the level 80 gear for my tanks, and the level 80 gear for my 3 casters right down here. Okay. So if I get this caster and this caster to 80, they instantly have a full set of gear. If I get these 3 tanks to 80, they instantly have level 80 gear. I could skip the level 70 set if I do that. And that would save me a lot of time, a lot of poetics, and a lot of headache. Also, Reaper and Dragoons share the same armor set, so if I go ahead and skip, if I do Dragoon to 80, then I don't have to buy the 60 set or the 70 set, and just hold out until I get to 80, and then boom, buy the 80 set. Just thoughts I've been having. I got all 3 of them to 80 before I even was in the 60 stuff. Couldn't even get to buy the 60 stuff at that point, so they're all rocking level 50 stuff and dungeon stuff. I'm not worried about it, but all I'm saying is strategizing to save time on levels and whatnot. I haven't looked at how many days I've been playing, but my goal was to, within 90 days, to get everyone to level 80, all my classes. Not sure how close I am to that. Might be pretty close, if not already past it, but that was my goal originally. And I'm doing decently well if you know, 1, 2, 5, 6. 6 of the classes out of, actually there's a fast one to count. 6 out of 19, which is basically 1/6, are level 80. So, doing pretty good. Be great to get 3 more done, then I'm halfway. But seeing that they're almost all level 60, I really don't like this job. I've debated paying to rank it up, but I mean, it's only 28 levels, but the one great thing is I would get a gear set for all my healers. But that's also money out of my pocket. I don't know. We'll see how all that works later. Main thing is we're done for this stream for tonight, and I will see you guys again tomorrow after I have dinner with my family. I should be streaming after that. You guys have a good night. It's been fun.